Last of Us Season 2 is coming out next year based on a highly criticized game, but we're not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is exactly how the TV show is going to adapt the events of the game. Obviously, at this time, it's pretty known that Season 2 isn't going to cover all of the events that took place in the second game. So just how much of the story is the TV show actually going to cover? Before we start, it would be highly appreciated if you could like and subscribe, and spoilers for the events that happen in part 2 of the game. So I think it's fairly certain that they're gonna kill off Joel either in the first or second episode. The first, they might just show off the tension between Ellie and Joel that happened as a result of the events during the first game, where Joel killed everybody in the hospital and rescued Ellie. Then in the second episode, they're probably gonna kill off Joel. That part is pretty much set in stone whether you guys like it or not. The rest is what I'm a little bit unsure about, mainly because there are rumors that not everything that happened in part 2 is going to show up in Season 2, meaning there's going to be Season 3 of Last of Us TV show to conclude the events of Part 2. With that info, I first thought that they would show both Ellie's and Abby's stories at the same time. So Ellie's first day in Seattle would be one episode, then right after Abby's first day would come. Then would be Ellie's second day as another episode, then right after would be Abby's second day as an episode, and so on. This would basically happen until Abby and Ellie meet at the theater and the entire showdown happens. The second season would pretty much end here with the cliffhanger, since they would want to continue the hype towards Season 3. However, this is where the theory becomes a little bit uncertain. In the game, after the showdown happens and everybody goes their separate ways, we then cut to life after the showdown, with the baby from Jesse and Dina born. And then, as you might know, Ellie goes on her whole rampage to find Abby once again. But I just don't think what happens after the showdown has enough content to last an entire third season. So my second theory on how the show will adapt to part 2 is this. After Joel dies, we go on Ellie's journey first, with each day taking about 2 episodes. And once we get to the last episode, which is Seattle Day 3, from Ellie's perspective, we see Abby once again, pointing a gun towards Tommy after killing Jesse. Then the episode is either going to end there, with what I'm about to say either happening in the next episode, also the finale, or it will happen in the same episode. So after Abby turns up at the theater, it cuts to black. Then it goes to the flashback from the game where Abby and her father free the zebra, then Abby's father goes to operate on Ellie. Then we cut to the present day where it introduces life after killing Joel. This is also where I think Isaac is going to show up since he's in the trailer for a little bit. So while Abby is going through her first day back, one of her friends, maybe Owen, talks about how what they did was right and tries to justify himself. Then it cuts to the hospital, showing how Joel started killing everybody and subsequently kills Abby's father right in front of Abby's eyes. Then the episode ends, leaving everybody on this big cliffhanger that the reason Abby killed Joel is because Joel killed her father. I personally feel like the second way is more likely just because it gives more content to show in the third season. And the cliffhanger in the second theory is just a little bit more surprising. But comment down below which theory you think is correct and how excited you are for Last of Us Season 2, even though it wasn't the most well-received game. And also share any theories on how Season 2 could be adapted. With that, it would be greatly appreciated if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see everybody in my next video.